Have you booked your holiday travel plans yet? The planning and packing can be a big enough headache, but there are a lot of other things that might get overlooked. To help us avoid a home alone situation is the traveling mom herself, Kim Orlando. Good morning, Kim. If your child is bored with board games, we're going to kick your holiday shopping into high gear. The men with the periods don't have to deal with the cramps.
Yeah.
I've never tried the corn fritter. I've been eyeing it. Could I try one? Okay.
Go, dig in, Lynda.
I do like the southern accent.
You think
awesome.
so?
Yeah.
Just press play if anything gets heated?
Yeah, press play. Here's a little taste.
And John Stamos, does he get better and better looking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't think about it.
It's kind of like saying olive juice and people think you're saying I love
exactly.
you because you're just mouthing the words. How fun. It's like the golden ticket in Willy Wonka. But how much will this be worth in 10 years? I got attacked by an alligator.
This was the only alligator.
What does it take for you to be impressed?
Quite a lot, actually, these days.
Car enthusiasts are getting a chance to see what's cooler, louder, and faster than last year. That looks like so much fun. And for me, I'm someone who's kind of a klutz. I get injured very easily, so I think bubble soccer would be right up my alley. I've watched this video a couple of times now. He starts quoting Forrest Gump. Have you ever been on a shrimp boat? No, but I've been on a big boat. That's the thing that's so great about Just Dance. I've played some of the earlier versions, and you are dancing around acting like a fool, losing calories, and laughing your butt off. It is so much fun. This is the perfect time of year to multitask. So why not do your banking while you shop for gifts or visit your relatives? And I imagine there are so many travel benefits out there that we just don't know about. Can you let us in on a few secret gems? I won't tell anyone, I promise. There's a pretty gross statistic I always hear that almost every surface carries more germs than your toilet seat. Is this true? And what can we do? Are there surfaces we can try to avoid?
During an epidemic, I guess the safest place to be is on top of a toilet seat.
I'll have to remember that. Stay on the toilet seat. All right. The sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head season has set in. Whew. Attention dog and wine lovers, I know they are everywhere. We've got the perfect thing for you, where you can find fine wines with a new furry friend on the front. Joining us with how you can do just that, bless you, just in time for the holidays. I love it. I can't wait for some of those snowball fights. We got to get up early and go shopping. Jimmy Fallon is so funny, so you'd think it's a joke. And when I was first watching it, I'm thinking, that's a great idea. The audience is cracking up. It's true. You can get it. It is $48 for the case and then $15 for all the material if you want to switch it out and have a different one every single day. And it's not just helping us. As you mentioned, we can forward these lists to our family members who may not be the best shoppers. Shopping with a purpose. What could be better than finding great deals for a great cause? I've heard of people traveling the world, staying in 5-star hotels, basically paying the price of a Motel 6. Is this possible, and how can we all do that? Now, I always think of that show, Home Improvement, with Tim Allen. He always said more power. I feel like at the LA Auto Show, it's more horsepower, right? I find myself yelling at the navigation, yelling at Siri on the phone. Does that happen when people are driving, or am I alone?
No, you're not alone.
The busy holiday season is upon us, but getting everything done doesn't have to be a struggle. Cookbook author and mom, Katie Workman, joins us to show us some tips and tricks to feeding the family under a time crunch without going through a drive-thru. Good morning, Katie. I'm going to make it really stress-free and come to your house for Thanksgiving. Brooke Parkhurst.
That's perfect. Just bring the Hickory Farms, please.
You got it. You guys have been friends for over 30 years. Does the drama of the show ever get in the way of your relationship, your friendship, and your relationship with your fiancé?
That's actually a great question.
Yeah.
It looks so cute. It doesn't come out until the summer, but we caught up with the cute and cuddly critters at their photo shoot for their holiday greeting cards. Check it out. And this right here is Big Man. And he is just having a field day. He is having such a blast. Tell us about him, because he has a really great story.
He does have a great story.
Yes, forget about the sweet smell of baked apple pie or mountain pine. This year, it's all about stinky trash and smelly cats. I picked this one up yesterday. I want to share a Coke with a polar bear. It sounds like it's making me hungry. Now, what can we do to make those road trips seem a little bit shorter for the adults and the kids? Can we go back to playing some of those games we used to play as we drive?
I love that idea.
So the elf moves around, because I've never actually worked with the elf on the shelf. Not only on the shelf.
Yeah,
Elf
exactly.
on the table?
But
Elf
here's
on the
deal,
fridge.
kid.
Now, Luke, you're playing a double agent on this show. How do we know we can trust you?
Right? She's awesome.
Yeah, she's fabulous. From legendary Scream Queen Jamie Lee Curtis to an actress playing the queen of an empire. They call her Cookie.
Oh, yeah. The Thanksgiving is a big movie weekend.
Oh, yes, and there's one in particular I have heard great things about. Right now, let's take a look at the trailer for the new Rocky Balboa movie, Creed. I love the Rocky movies, and there was one back in 2006 called Rocky Balboa. Sylvester Stallone wrote and directed that one as well, but not this one.
No, this
What's
is actually,
going on?
You're right, Linda. This is
Michael B. Jordan. He's a big deal right now. Fruitvale Station, he was wonderful in.
And it's actually the same director.
Whether it's a birth in the family, a college graduation, or the vacation of a lifetime, people pull out their cell phones to capture their most special moments. But are they getting the best pictures possible? Here to show us what we're missing when we leave the actual camera at home is shopping expert Trey Bodge. Here's why I had a problem with it. I got married a little over a year ago, and we spent all this money for a wedding photographer. You know, they're not cheap, but they're professionals, and they know how to move around the crowd and the bride and groom and everybody to not get in the way of everything, right? They're professionals. They know how to do that. The regular people with their cell phones, they don't know how to do that without getting in the way, right? And why I really and why I really didn't like it is because people were sending out posts on Facebook before the ceremony was even over. Lynda Halligan got married and all this, right? And some of the pictures were not that flattering. You know, you've got sort of the double chin, it's not the right angle, maybe your back's not looking so good.
That's why you hire a professional to make sure.
Yes, their time of the month. It's that time of the month for men. And apparently it happens at the same time every month.
But,
this is hilarious to me. 26%, we're talking more than a quarter of the people surveyed, believe they actually have these man periods. And I love how they called it the man period sufferer. There's an actual name for it. And they also say, we shouldn't be surprised about this, that the men on their periods are worse than the women are during their time of the month. Well, if you are a man period sufferer, you can do a few things to help yourself. Avoid soy, alter your diet, get some sleep. We were just talking about our favorite sitcoms, and I have to say, it's pretty tough to come up with a sitcom that actually makes people laugh out loud, LOL, laugh out loud.
Where you're literally doing it.
I mean, those are the classics, and they always make me laugh out loud, no matter how many times I've seen them. But I did discover a new sitcom this season, and it makes me laugh. It's called The Grinder, and it airs right here on Fox. And Fred Savage, I loved him on The Wonder Years, and now he's all grown up, of course, and he plays Rob Lowe's younger brother. But let's take a peek at tomorrow night's episode. He plays an actor who used to be on a show called The Grinder, and he played a lawyer. His father and his brother, Fred Savage, are actual lawyers, and now he doesn't know what to do with his life, so he's thinking, well, I could be a lawyer. I played one on TV. So it's really funny, and it's very different from anything I've seen. We put so much emphasis on the actual wedding day, and of course it is one of the most beautiful, wonderful moments of our lives, but the proposal is really just about those two. It's just the couple. There's no one else around. And usually you have these wonderful reactions, but you never get to see them because they're not captured. I was reading about one person who actually used to be a paparazzi photographer, and he came up with this idea. And so he knows how to get in there and without being seen. So Reese's, they have these peanut butter trees. Of course, there's peanut butter in the middle and the chocolate on the outside.
Sounds good, in theory.
They don't look anything like trees, and people are complaining. They're sending pictures, and all of the trees, I'm doing the air quotes here, they all look a little bit different. They're saying they look like turds. No! That's a quote. I didn't come up with that. But I have to say they're right.
Yeah.
It all tastes the same.
I was just going to say.
Who cares? They're saying they should just stick to the classics. But how hard is it? I mean, this is Reese's. Come on. How hard is it to make chocolate with peanut butter in the middle?
Well,
it's
and I don't
shaped like
remember
a tree. It's so easy. And it also, to me, kind of looks like a fudgesicle that's melted.
Yes,
you know?
which happens sometimes.
Yeah, it's just a big blob of chocolate and peanut butter. And Reese's is actually, they're taking the blame. They're apologizing. Yeah. They're, you know, tweet after tweet, they're saying, sorry, guys, we made a mistake. But again,
that's what I want to know.
It tastes
what
the same.
Is the mistake? What
just
happened
enjoy.
from last